So in Infamous, you play as Cole McGrath, dude who gets lightning powers from a bomb that blows up when he's delivering a package. And lightning powers, if for anyone who knows me, it's my shit. So basically, in the first game, you find out that the main villain of that game is actually you coming from the future to tell yourself about another villain in the future who was so powerful that he had to come back in time to be your number one op just to get you strong enough to fight him. So basically, your only knowledge of this new villain for the second game is that he was such an absolute menace that your future self developed fucking time travel just to go back in time and have a chance at beating him. This nigga's basically the Cell of this universe. So anyway, you open a second game, everything is fine, character introductions are going down, you got fuck nigga Zeke introducing himself and a new person Quo, and then it starts.
What is going on?
So Cole jumps into action, and what I think is a dope touch is that the game reads your save from the first game. Infamous is all based on choices. If you made good choices and had a good playthrough in the first game, when you get up to this fence and go to save these people, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero, like their savior. But if you're evil in the first game, they're going to think that you're coming to kill them too, and they're going to be afraid of you. So I think that's a nice touch by Sucker Punch to make it more, have like a little continuity between the first and second game. And then also, on top of that being cool in itself, you got this dope ass soundtrack playing in the background that's gonna build up the closer you get to the beast.
Cole, get up, man!
So for added context, in the first game, you do fight some other conduits. One that can control metal, another one that can controls like mud and does like hypnosis and stuff like that. But this motherfucker right here, you've never fought anything like this. He comes out, immediately his presence is causing people to disintegrate. He's summoning like black hole type things when he's fighting you, pulling in even more people and cars and shit that are being disintegrated. He's throwing fireballs at you. He's gigantic, first of all, tanking all these hits. Like pretty much everything that he's doing right now is shit that we've never seen before, and he's just casually doing it. Doesn't look like he's requiring any effort on his part. So them opening the game immediately with something this powerful kind of sets the tone that like, oh damn, Infamous 2 is about to go crazy. So Cole is hammering this motherfucker with attacks. His normal lightning bolts damn near look like the size of the missiles from the first game, which are like your strongest like bolt you could shoot. And it looks like it's hurting the beast, but it don't look like it's hurting him enough because he's barely even flinching. He's not reacting. He's basically just standing there tanking that shit. So naturally, Cole goes and pulls out his Ionic Storm, which, if you played the first game again, is literally the end game, like final, most powerful thing that you get. Like this is like your power move, the strongest thing in your arsenal. So he drops it on him, and it looks like it actually does something. Like you actually may have stopped them. But you know, we all know how this goes. We know that's not the end. So anyway, Cole goes to run away. He goes to make his leap of faith back to the boat, and the beast is back. So the beast grabs Cole, immediately starts giving him that Goku treatment. But Cole's not going for it, and he starts just firing off everything. He's shooting his missiles, he's dropping another Ionic Storm on him. But this time, he gets dropped into water, and it looks like the beast effectively drained him all his powers. So Cole is like essentially back to square one in this game. Now I've seen a lot of games do the whole you lose all your abilities in the sequel and you have to restart. Honestly, I think the way this one does it, where you get to immediately have essentially the end game boss battle at the beginning of the game, and you get to see how max power first game Cole would handle a threat like this before you get your powers drained. I think that's dope. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased, but I think the way they handled it, I think it was fire. So after this entire fight, Cole's basically hospitalized, and you find out that the beast literally destroyed the entire city from the first game. Just wiped that shit off the map. So now Cole's essentially on the run across the country to get as far away from the beast as possible, so he can have a training arc just to get strong enough to fight him when he does pull up. And what's crazy is throughout the game, the chapters are marked by how close the beast is to you, because the beast is essentially just walking down the coast, destroying city after city on his way to get to Cole. And it's like, it's fucked up because there's really nothing you can do about it, and you are essentially just leading him to you, causing the deaths of millions of people while you're just trying to train to hopefully beat him. And if you don't beat him, he's just going to destroy you and the city you're in. So within the first 10 minutes of this game, it's already paid off the threat of the beast built up in the first game. It's already set the stakes for this game, established a new map, and established a reason that you have to get more powerful, and this is only just the prologue.
I don't know if you've ever let someone down, got your ass kicked, or straight up failed. But those are the moments that define us. They push you further than you've ever thought possible and force you to make choices. No matter what the cost.
Infamous 2 is one of those games that I would call an underrated gem. It came out 11 years ago in the PS3 era, and I feel like it's one of those games that doesn't get talked about a lot, like amongst like the BioShocks or like the Mass Effects. And honestly, I would make the case that it's up there as one of those classic titles from that generation. Now, with Ghost of Yotei coming out and Sucker Punch moving on to Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that, I think looking back at this game and how it handles the intro and how it handles the characters, we can see how Sucker Punch, even back then with the Infamous series, always showed a level of care in the way they designed missions and the way that they approach the design of their games that I think honestly still holds up to this day. And I would put them as probably, if not Sony's best studio, definitely up there as one of their top studios. I think it's between them and Santa Monica, honestly. But anyway, I just wanted to highlight one of my favorite moments from Infamous 2. I will be coming back to this game because there are a few moments in this game that I think are like crazy, and I just want to highlight those moments, talk about Sucker Punch some more, you know, gotta give them their props. Tackle some more games that we think have some crazy moments, games that may not be talked about a lot, or just some shit that we want to talk about, you know. So if you want to see more of that, then subscribe. Also, make sure you like the video so the algorithm brings people to the channel.
Hey Zeke, Sam's gonna work out just fine.
Waking every day, I don't see shit change. Trying to figure out what I can do about it. Trying to put my crew on, but the shit is too small. Maybe it's a stretch, thinking we could even rock it. Yeah, we gotta lift off, but the shit is too slow. Lately, I've been feeling like this motherfucker stalling. Seeing rock bottom and the sight is so appalling. Had to take off and ignore the